All right, so we're gonna be taking off here in a minute. I'm gonna head on up to this canyon where I know there's an eagle's nest, and there's also some really bad graffiti up there. So I'm gonna go up there and see if I can't camouflage that out and just make it look a little nicer for people hiking by and such. So this is basically the entrance to the canyon where I'm going to be heading up here in a minute. So about a mile or so off the road, and then here's basically where the canyon starts. So I'll head on up and show you some cool spots inside the canyon before we get to the eagle nest, and then I'll go to work and get that graffiti covered up. All right. Not a whole lot of wildlife today, but there's a little lizard. Just kind of out here living his little lizard life, doing his thing. These are western swifts, I believe. Otherwise, we call them bluebellies as a kid. So he looks like he's pretty chilling. I'm gonna let him do his thing and get back to hiking up. You know, a lot of times when I'm hiking up into these canyons, there'll be birds kind of making a lot of noise, giving everybody the heads up that I'm coming. But today's been unusually quiet. Could be the wind that's got everybody kind of camped out for right now. But we're almost there, and then I'll get to work on removing that graffiti. And as you're hiking down through here, here's another one of those little inlet areas where somebody probably lives. Looks like a rabbit or somebody bit the big one here. It looks like a part of a hip for a rabbit. It's pretty small. If you can see it next to my hand, it's small, but you can see the socket clearly there. But this stuff's all over the place. So up ahead here is a really big rock in the canyon, and when I say really big, I mean like looks like half the mountain came down and clogged up this canyon here. And you can just see that thing is huge. And you can see here that this is a fairly well trafficked trail. This part is anyway. They're intermittent, and they're basically created by the wild horses, as evidenced by horse poo everywhere. So every once in a while you're hiking up these canyons, you can find yourself a good little trail, but it usually disappears until you find it again another couple hundred feet up. See, like here, it's disappearing. So this is some slow going up this. This is just eroded rock crumble here coming off the mountaintop. You can see the big missing spot in the ridge there that's letting all these rocks come down. So it's slow going, but I'll be up there in a second. All right, so this has turned out to be more of an arduous hike than I had thought. So it's basically just over that next ridge, but I'm gonna hike up this wash right here. And at least it's no more loose rock. It's all just like one large conglomerate rock kind of glued together. So it's hard to get a perspective for how steep it is, but there's the canyon, and there's down the canyon. So anyway, almost there. And when I get to the top, I'm gonna take a little rest for some water, unpack the paint, and get to work. All right, so while trying to climb up here, I think I missed a turn. Trying to come up that face that's lit up right there. And I think that nest is on the other side of that right there. I thought I could just shimmy on over, but there's nothing. Actually, the way I came up is so brutal that I'm not going to go back down it. I'm going to just keep going up to the top and see if I can escape out the top there, and then there's a dirt road, I know, because I go four-wheeling back there, and I'll just hike back down that way and come back up here if I think all I need is some rope, harness, helmet, and if I had had my elbow and knee pads on, it would have made the climb a lot, well, at least it would have made me feel safer. So this was I didn't make it, and I'm running out of daylight here, so maybe this will become like a series. I can just sort of make another run at this thing and do this again. But I tell you what, whoever spray painted that over there, those were some determined graffiti people. So but I am more determined, and I will make sure that that gets removed, or at least camouflaged into the background. So anyway, I'm gonna try to see if I can't get a drink of water while I'm here on this perch, and then hike my way back up that waterwort run, and then out the top should be some fairly forgiving ground that I can get out of here on. But crap, man, that was a pretty I'll have to come back and bring more gear. So all right, I'm gonna finish this hike, and then I'll probably turn the camera back on when we get back out to the top. All right. Okay, so I couldn't get to where I needed to be, and I couldn't crawl out the top, so I'm having to go back down, getting kind of banged up and scraped up, but I did get a better look at where they're at. So it's just on the other side of that, if I can get a reach over and see, but it's really tall. They must have had a ladder or something to get up there, because I don't see how they could get all the way over there to do that. And it's so big. I mean, like, it's really big. And I'm running out of daylight here, so I gotta get back down, because coming through that canyon in the dark is going to be a pain in the ass. So again, our last look at the at where they put their garbage. All right, and the night birds are coming out, night hawks and different. There's probably an owl out there somewhere, and you know, but it'll be nice. It's always nice out there. I'm surprised there's no horses in the canyon. Maybe there's just because there's been no water for a while, there's not much grass. So anyway, I'm headed back down, and wish me luck, because that is a, I know you can't tell elevation from here, but that is like, it sucks. So anyway, I'll make it back down, and then I'll fire up a kind of a wrap up when I get to the bottom. All right, so I couldn't make it up to there at this time, so I'm gonna have to go back down and get some harness, some line, and lower myself down to that. And then, I don't know, it's gonna be a big job. So it'll probably be a whole series of videos of me coming up, but I'm gonna need some help too. Nobody came up here with me this time. I had one almost taker, but he took off to California to get wine barrels. You know who you are. And then my other buddy, he had dinner with his wife, so you know, I had to go do that. Anyway, I am tired, so I'm gonna take a break here, go down the mountain. I'm gonna go to the bottom of the nest and see if there's not a little boneyard down there, because sometimes below these big eagle nests there will be these like real cool boneyards of everything they've killed and stuff. They chuck the remains over the edge. Dump the rocks out of my shoes, get some water, and then I'll head back down. one good thing about climbing down this rock is it's super crunchy, so there's lots of little toe holds and places to grab onto. I mean, it feels scary when you're climbing down it because it's so steep, but as far as like if a real rock climber was going up or down that, he'd probably think it was a piece of cake because of all the knobbiness to the rocks. But it is really steep. So anyway, it's getting dark. I got a headlamp, found a headlamp in the bag. I don't normally have headlamps. One cool thing about this headlamp is, so I have a really nice Petzl at home, and this one's just a crummy little, for like 15 bucks. It came with two, oh, crap. It came with 2 headlamps and batteries, and they're just some like little Energizer headlamps, and I tell you what, they come in real handy because I'm not afraid I'm gonna break them or whatever because they're so cheap, and they work out pretty good. And then I usually just leave them stashed wherever, like we have them stashed in different bags so that, you know, if we go out we got them. So anyway, I'm almost to the bottom here. There's a lot of you hear that? I don't know if the camera could pick that up, the speaker on the microphone on the camera could pick that up, but there's, could you hear that? I don't know what kind of bird that is, but I've never heard that call before. I can't believe what great picture I'm getting in the dark on this camera. So there's lots of cool nooks and crannies in this canyon here. I'm gonna head back over this way actually and see if I can't find any bones below that eagle nest, because I'm right below it almost. Turn on some light here so I can see. I know it makes for a shittier camera shot, but it makes it so I can see where the heck I'm going. Oh yeah, see here? See these bones? I'll turn off the light so you can see it better as the camera adjusts. See these bones? These are all come out of the eagle nest there. So I'm gonna see. So it's right up there. It's right up at the top there, and I'm gonna finish hiking down here and see if I can't find any more. Oh, sometimes they can even pick up a small coyote, like if it's a pup or something, and then, you know, they'll chuck the skull down because they can't get through it, and they can tear the shit. Yeah, see, there's more bones all over down here. This is like their garbage, so they chuck all their stuff down here. But these are all small broken bones, just like little rodents and stuff. Nothing good, nothing cool. Well, it's still pretty cool that they're here. So one thing is, when I get up there is, and I will get up there, I hope that because last time I was up here, when I was leaving, I swore I heard juvenile eagles, you know, juvenile birds, you know, screeching, making their like feed me screeches. And when I go up there, I don't want to disturb them. Oh boy, it's getting dark on that camera, so I'm going to give some light here. And we're going to hike out by there's somebody's little nest right there. So we're going to hike out by headlamp. Oh shit. More bones. More bones. And that little rock slide just caused a massive dump of sand and rocks into my shoe. So I gotta stop and clear that out real quick. and get somewhere that's a little more sturdy footing than where I am right now. Yeah, see, there's bones all down here. Yeah. Oh, there's a feather of somebody that... See, that's not just a feather, that's like 4 or 5 of them together with some meat at the bottom. Somebody got ripped to shreds and taken apart. And there are the rest of their bones. See, that's a... yeah, that's like... basically what would tantamount to the sternum of a bird. I guess the sternum. So, all right. Boy, it got dark quick. All right. Oh yeah, I wanted to go up here because I saw something big and white, but I gotta clear this crap out of my shoe first. So I'm gonna set this camera down. All right, let's go. All right, so there was some something big and white that I saw down here that I wanted to check out. Could just be a piece of trash or something that blew in here, but could be a skull or a big piece of bone or something, or just a big giant white rock. See if I can find it. Fuck, I thought I heard something. Oh, I think I see what I was looking at. There's a big white rock. Yeah. This. Somebody was up here, piled some rocks up. For what purpose, I can't imagine. Well, that canyon looks, let's face it, creepy. So anyway, I'm gonna get rolling. So I finally made it out of the canyon, but I wasn't able to get up to the nest to wipe out that graffiti. However, I do intend to resupply, head back out there, and I'll make another video of when I'm able to get it taken care of. And thanks for watching.